side of Paris, man, it's a really good team, and we'll see what they can do as we hop back into this Berlin.
Pegasus Berlin, we are looking at the side of Sensei Slayers, who did spawn on the good side. And Fairy just started off with one, followed by Air, another one by Fairy. So Sensei Slayers starting off really nicely, holding down this P1, taking advantage of having the good spawns. They do notice that the spawns have flipped because all the arrows have made their way to this P3 side. So if you're Sensei Slayers coming into the Diamond Division, starting off in this P1, you're doing one good job.
Yeah, this is a nice little hold from them. A good recognition, excuse me, as well, to see that spawn flip come in. So good job by them as they're collecting this opening time. And I know, having the favorite side definitely helps, but they did a really good job of holding a lot of that time. Now giving it up and looking ahead over to that P2. But if you're Sun City, that P1 is definitely a success.
Yeah, success. Now we start this P2 off, and who's there first? Sin City Slayers. They have a player who is number 8. That is Fury. He is here for, but he is looking for these opening initial kills, but he does not get the kills. He gets taken down. This hill has been going for 10 seconds, and no team has gotten onto this hill because they're trying to battle for positions, trying to get themselves into great positions. But Sin City Slayers now have finally decided to get on the hills. They did get a couple kills in their favor. They got to watch out for Super Purple. He's going from mid. He does get taken down by Air. And look at Sin City Slayers doing a great job now on this P2 hardpoint.
Yeah, a little bit surprised. I mean, by the slaying power off the rip here from Sin City. I mean, they're doing a really good job of getting a lot of these important kills and controlling the game right now, and it's netting them a huge lead with these first 2 hills. Now a big gunfight at the bottom of the map, which is won by Jeff. That's going to give them spawns for P3. You really cannot ask for a better start here for Sin City.
Yes, Sin City, man, they're just doing a great job. They just gave the rest of that great time. Now P3, they're already in rotation, already rotated, already set up in the power positions for these Paris Renegades as they try to rotate through fire. But Dahmers, he is making it tough. He has got one. Electric MC has his back with a nade, so that's 3 down for the size of Paris Renegade. Dahmers is just taking his time, being patient, trying to wait for his teammates to get there. There were 2 kills by him, 1 by Electric MC. That is the spawns in the favor for the Paris Renegades. So this can be the start of the Paris Renegades to get themselves right back into this game.
Yeah, that's a fantastic break right there from Paris as Dahmer's playing his life and going through that fire area waiting for his teammates as Air trying to get back on this point. And it will be Sin City that gets back in for the time being. And it is Paris still spawning near that P3. So this is going to work out for Sin City here as they're going to be on the rotation. Maddie did slip through, so he's going to be in the back of that warehouse here. Going to be meeting up with Jeff. But right now, I mean, Sin City collecting the scrap time as well. Keeping Paris pinned in, and they find that kill on the back. What a start here from Sin City.
The rotation kill was big for Sin City. They're leading this map 93 to 45, just putting their stamp into this game, letting this division know that they are here in Diamond Division and they are here to stay. But they're starting off 101 right now to 45. Nobody's currently collecting hardpoint time. You can see the big break if you look down at the mini map from these Paris Renegades. They try to go through the back. 2 players finally have jumped on the hill, but they got to look out for Fairy. They got to look out for Poppy, and they did not look out for those 2 players, and Sin City Slayers are back in control of this hill.
Yeah, and they will have spawns as well, so this should be a really good opportunity to collect the rest of the scrap time, although it is going to be Paris going in, and Super Perp does collect 2 kills, and tries to find another one onto Air. He's going to play his life. Pistol comes out, he does get that kill as well. So it is going to be Paris locking in the scrap time. And now you're in a position, if you're Paris, where you can kind of spawn trap these guys on this warehouse side of the map while collecting that P5 time, and you're seeing it right here. It's going to have to be Sin City battling out of this because this is a very tough position to get out of. This is a nice little run here from Paris.
Yeah, man, the spawn trap is on. You can see that players from Sin City Slayers, they're trying to come through this P2 side, trying to make a play through P2. It's going to be up to Super Perp. He is here. He is trying to make a play, trying to see if he can find anybody, but the kills are just going back and forth right now. Nobody currently is on this hill. No team currently wants the hill. They're trying to get in, trying to make sure they control the power positions, and that is a great strategy if you are looking at both of these teams. The spawns have flipped in the favor, but the spawns still are in the favor of Paris Renegades. They still got favorable spawns for this next hill and for this P1, so they gotta just keep getting the kills to go in their favor as Electric MC and Maddie do get 2 kills. And with 10 seconds left on this hill, look like it may go in the favor of Sin City, but this rotation to this next set of rotations, P1, is in the favor of Paris Renegades.
Yeah, they're gonna have 3 people there, and this is gonna be a tough hill to break from the start, at least from Sin City. You definitely got to group up here and try to get a nice team push in because we know how hard this hill is to break, and there's gonna be one player trying to get in here. And again, you see just waiting for those reinforcements, but the kills are going through for Paris. Now, Electric MC gonna chow that person at glass. That was Jeff. He is gonna take him down, and nice little wipe there from Paris. So getting right back into this game after a little bit of a shaky start is Paris, and honestly looking to take the lead on this hill, which good chance with how much of a money hill it is.
Yeah, man, they can hold this bunny hill. As soon as we say that, there goes a
Hmm.
big break right there by Sin City with 3 down, 2 by Ferry, 1 by air. The rotation has to be on now if you are a Paris Renegades. As you can see, Dahmer, he's sitting here just being in this back stairwell, trying to get these rotation kills for his team, trying to make sure they at least try to secure this P2 as we get into this P2. It should be a 150 to 105 game, or it's going to be a 148 to 105 game starting off this P2 and Sin City Slayers. They were there first, and it's crazy how they got there first. Electric MC did step up with 3 kills, currently on a 3 streak, and this should be control for Paris Renegades.
Yeah, that's a huge player there from Electric MC because, I mean, Paris did have a setup, but only really one person around that hill for them. And Sin City attacked right for that hill and got through a lot of their players. So he did a really good job of taking out 3 and keeping control of this hill for now. Will be Sin City potentially getting back in here, and they will as 2 kills go in their favor as well. It's going to be Paris, though, with those spawns for P3 as of right now. But Sin City, for the moment, is collecting some valuable scrap time, which could go a long way, although they do hop off the point now as Fury knows that how big P3 is. Once a flip those spawns, finds one, but Super Perp does take him down, and Paris will shut up nicely here for this P3.
P3, they need to make this a money hill if they want to try to make this game. Just want to try to come back in this game. They're not really too far out of it, but so if they get a money hill, you can see this game getting knotted up, getting closer to the score line to be an advantage. So they're starting off really well, just holding down. They got to watch out for air coming through the back, trying to flip these spawns. Let's see if he can find 2. Looking for Super Perp. He does find Super Perp. That could be the spawn flip for the Sin City Slayers, and it was. And Sin City Slayers just did a great job of breaking into these hills. Now it's going to be up to Dahmers. He gets 2, but he immediately gets traded out by Ferry. So Sin City Slayers, man, 175, 137, 25 seconds left to go on this P3 hill. And Sin City Slayers are doing a great job, Teach.
Yeah, and as you said, I mean, it was air that slipped the net there and got them behind to flip those spawns, which, Paris was all set up, right? And it could have been a big hit for them. Instead, it's Sin City just making this lead bigger. Now Dahmer's on the chase for air and does get that kill in the back of the map. So for now, Paris is set up for this P4, but we know it can be a tough hill to hold at times, especially spawns. Super Perp with the kill in that P1 area as he is sitting at double positive right now, but all for naught as the team's still down by 50 points at this point and looking for a big hill. Let's see if they can get it here.
Yeah, and since these Slayers are trying to break in right from the side, but Dahmer's Electric MC with another kill takes down this first wave of Sin City Slayers, sending them back to the spawn, sending them trying to come down this train station side. Jeff, he's the first one up. Air did get a team nade on Poppy, but Super Perp just takes down 2 of the Sin City players. The Paris Renegades have had a great defense on this P4, like you just mentioned, Teach. And if they hold this up, they only should be down by not that they should probably be in the lead. My math is not going to start calculating it right now. It is too early into the night, but it should be a close game, probably a 190-1 game in the favor of Sin City. But if you're Paris Renegades, you did a great job on that P4.
And they flipped them as well. So this is huge for Paris. But I don't know if they recognize this. Now you're going to get that info that he does. By the way, it is going to be Super Perp on the 8 spree with that glide bomb. So this is a turning point in the matches. He is going to just absolutely turn on the Jeff and get that kill. Again, you have the spawn flip for P1. You have that glide. You're on the time. You've taken the lead. Everything has changed at this point, and that is going to be Super Perp on the 10 spree. Sees Poppy as well, and will chow him with the pistol and get the kill. Having said that, Sin City is now spawning on that P1 side. They have to retain their spawns if they want a chance in this game, as P1 will be popping in 24 seconds.
Yeah, P1 is getting ready to jump off, but Super Perp just went super crazy. P5 still has 16 seconds left on it, so that goes in the favor of Paris Renegades. They will be in close range of winning this game, so this P1 battle is going to be big. Jeff starts off with 2 big kills for the size of the Sin City Slayers. It's going to be a 222 to 193 game as this third set of P1 as this third set of rotation starts off. P1 is going up. Matty, he's the first one up.
Oh,
He's looking for one. He's looking for two. He does find two. Super Purple has his back. And now Paris Renegades has the break. And if Sin City do not get here in the next 20-something seconds, Paris Renegades could win it here.
and they flip them out as well, so they're going to have those close spawns, and Sin City's going to be spawning farther away, and this is Paris just locking in now. The Super Purple is 41-16, as only 10 seconds away from closing out this map. Sin City needs to find a way in, but it is not going to be easy. Electric MC finds another one, and that'll close out the map. Are you kidding me? Electric MC 41-16 is stat line that you do not see too much, especially not in Diamond. And that is just a hell of a map to start it off here for the Paris Renegades as they come back and win this hardpoint.
Yeah, man, that was just impressive by Super Perp just to go off like you are loading up, right? We are into this. We are into this bow cage S&D on the sides of Sin City, looking at the POV of Poppy as he makes his way to this P2 side, this open field side, and looks like there's no kills going down so far, but he's going. I think he did see Dahmer's. Air did start off with the nice first blood, and there goes Jeff with another one. Dahmer's did get the trade on the Poppy. Jeff gets the kill on the Dahmer's that leaves Electric MC in a 1v3, now 1v2. Can he clutch this up, Teach?
He might, I was going to say, maybe he gets that timing on that player, but he instead gets gunned down. An interesting strat there, really from both sides. You had the 3-stack defensively there for Paris on that A site, and doesn't end up working out. But I mean, a lot of the Sin City players, I think it was a 3-3 on both sides, and it just ended up going the way of Sin City. So they'll win that one, and now they'll try their hand at defense.
Yep, they'll try their hand, and we are gonna look at the size of Paris Renegades. Maddie, he is the designated bomb carrier for his squad today. As they're looking like they're making a fast A push, going through this P2 side, going to the Spark side, getting there fast. Maddie's the first one. He's trying to look around the corner to see if he can find anybody. He just taking his time, did not find it. He did not. So he looked like he's gonna make his way to this B side. But look at the mini map. Look at the arrows for the Paris Renegades, looking like they all have just made it all the way to this B side. I don't know how that happened, but Air did start off with a nice opening first blood on Maddie.
Yeah, and that's going to be unfortunate timing as they made the play, but just like that, Paris find all four and will get on the board here 1-1. But yeah, I mean, interesting play there on the offense. They don't see anything to that A side and then take the tunnel route over to B, and doesn't end up mattering if you can kill the other team like that. So we are now at 1-1 in the search and destroy. Not too much, not anything too crazy to start off this one, and we'll see what happens here as Sin City back on the offensive side.
Back on offense, we got Jeff. He's going to be the bomb carrier for his team. Looking like they're going for this mid push, slowing it down, cooking up the nade, trying to throw it over, trying to see if you get any information with that nade or even a team kill. Furry does start off with a nice first blood on the Maddie. Poppy putting shots down. Electric MC, he takes down Furry to make this an even 3v3. Backing up is the Paris Renegade, is Dahmer's. Super Perp getting himself into a nice position to cover over that A-bomb. Electric MC puts shots down, but he finally gets taken down by Jeff. Poppy did get a kill on Dahmer's. Now Super Perp, last man alive for his team.
Bomb's going down at B as well, and I think Air is going to spot him, and he will. So Sin City with another round on the board here to take the lead in this search and destroy. Not sure who it was. It might have been Maddie that ran down mid-map there for the Paris Renegades. I thought that play was going to work out for him, but ends up getting taken down, and that kind of opened things up for the side of Sin City to take that round. And they did that, got the kills, and did what they needed to do. So good round out of them, and nice little start there for Air, sitting at 4-1.
Yeah, man, they're just the Cincinnati Slayers. They're just doing a great job every time you see them on that offensive side. Now let's see if they can capitalize on a defense and try to go up 3-1. I mean, try to Try to go up, yeah, try to go up 3-1 in this series as this bomb is getting closer to this A side. Super Perp has taken it upon himself to become the bomb carrier for this team for this round. And you can see Poppy getting himself into a good position. See if he can see if he get any aim assists and see if he can find Super Perp. But if anybody crosses from that tank to the A bomb, is going to be running right. It's just gunfire. There goes Super Perp finding Poppy. So instead of Poppy finding Super Perp, it turns around and Super Perp opens up with the first blood. Now he's going for this bomb plant on A. And let's see how Sin City Sailors decide to retake.
Oh, Jeff was there too. Jeff was in that corner, could potentially make a play, wasn't able to, and now
Ooh.
Purple find one, trying to pick up the gun, not able to, and that is going to cause his death. Jeff now left alive in a 1v2. Both these players on the backside, he might catch him out here, but does not get the timing. Now he's going to have to regroup here and try to find these kills with this sub. Going to go to the top of the house here and try to make a play, but time is running out, only 17 seconds left. It's going to have to be a miracle play here from Jeff. He's going to try to hop the bomb here, but as soon as he does, he will get taken down in Paris on the board once again.
Yeah, that was a good round by Paris Renegades to get themselves to tie themselves up in this search and destroy. You just think Jeff, man, he just happened just to make the wrong read. He just went right. He was supposed to go left. He would have went left. He might have got some great COD timing, but he tried to take the safe route, try to go around, try to get that player that usually is sitting back Lamar. So you can't fault him for the route. But it's 2-2 as we start off this round 5. We got Sin City. They have been flawless on offense, have not lost one yet. Like they're going to this A site, nades and flashes and everything, getting thrown over to make sure they clear out this bomb site. It's getting ready to be a battle between player 5 and Jeff takes down Super Perp. Maddie also gets taken down by Air. It leaves Dahmers and Electric MC. The last two up for their team. Electric MC doesn't make a great route to get on the flinch, to get on the pinch, and now it's a 3-2 advantage for the Sin City Slayers. And this bomb looks like it may go down on this A site, but they are taking their time.
Yeah, and it's a good read there from Sin City because the Paris when was in a similar setup. They've been for the last few rounds, and they catch Super Perp out trying to get to that God tank. So they put themselves in a good situation here. As bomb is going to go down. Dahmers finds one on air though in the back of the map, and this is going to make things interesting here. Poppy finds Electric MC, and that should help a lot because you know where this last player is in Dahmers. Now just have to make the plays. He's going to do some parkour. Now go into the bottom of this house and trying to make a play on this bomb. But the setup here from Sin City, is a good one.
Yep, and it's all up to Dahmers checking every corner he can check. Now he's going to just see if he can just hop. He's just going in here. Oh, he does find one. He gets Furry. 17 seconds left. The trade does come. Sin City Slayers take another offensive round to go up 3-2 in this bouquet search and destroy. And we just need Sin City maybe to get a defensive stop to get a 2-round advantage above. But right now, offenses are taking the S&Ds on bouquet, Steve.
Yeah, they are. And I mean, nice little play there at the end. Obviously, Poppy kind of the safety net for that player in the old A area. He gets killed, gets the instant trade. And like I said, I mean, Sin City on offense has been really good. They're making a lot of really good reads off the information they have and from previous rounds as well. So there's going to be a quick play here from City, from Paris, as they're going to get aggressive. Super Perp does find one on the Poppy, and this should open the map up now for Paris as Air is going to find the kill on the Super Perp. Having said that, though, that bomb is going to go down over at that A site, I thought, unless they think better of it.
Yeah, it looked like it was getting ready to go down, but it didn't. Fairy, though, just got a nice two-piece right there from the top barn to make this a 1-3 event, a disadvantage for the Paris Renegades. Electric MC, last man alive in this old A bomb site. The players for Sin City Slayers, they're hunting him down, but Electric MC, he's just taking his time, just trying to see if he get any visuals, any sound cues, so he can try to make a play. But I think he has been spotted. He just tried to save his life, but it was just too many Sin City Slayers. He gets taken down. Sin City Slayers finally get a defense on the board to stretch us out to 4-2. So this could be the momentum that Sin City Slayers needed to take this S&D.
Yeah, you got that swing round coming up, which is so important time and time again. But a little bit of hesitation there on the side of Parrish is going to lead to their downfall. And we'll see what happens here on this offense. But again, swing round coming up. This is going to be huge, really, for the whole series. Just Going down 2-0 if we're on the side of Sin City does not sound fun.
No, it does not sound fun. And if you lose a 4-2 deficit, that would be even more devastating for your team. But Super Perp does start off with a nice kill on the Poppy, so it's not looking real good right now for Sin City. But they are trying to make a play to this B site. They gotta try to find Electric MC and Diamonds, but they get 2 kills for themselves. So it's 2-1. It's Fairy between it's Fairy against Maddie and Dahmers to try to clutch this up for his team. He did make it to this A site. This A site is free. He is planning it towards this backside for Lamar, but I think he's going to get right into this old A site. Yep, a great play. But there is a player already here. Can he get the kill? He does get the kill onto Maddie. On the Dahmer. So now it's Furry versus Maddie in a 1v1. Maddie is going for the instant defuse. Let's see if Furry could get himself in a great position to make the play, and he does. And there it is. Sin City Slayers going up 5-2 in this search and destroy.
Yeah, I mean, and Fury's making. I mean, he's only 6-4, but he has made a lot of impact plays for their team in this match. So definitely gotta hand it to him. And yeah, I mean, we'll see if they can close it out here on this next round. Going back to the defensive side, so like I said, all around this search has been really good from Sin City. It's been a very sound and controlled search and destroy. I think just how they wanted, and also keeping the slaying down on the side of Paris.
Yep, and now they got to defend one more round on this defensive side. But Electric MC starts off with a nice opening first blood, but Air instantly trades that out. Super Perp trades that out, and Jeff gets the kill on the mat. Now it's Jeff in a 1v2 against Super Perp and Dahmers to try to end this out for the Sin City Slayers. And this bomb, it is down by this A site, and it looks like that Paris Renegades are look like they're going for the hunt, look like they're trying to go for the kill. Look like they're trying to look for this player. Can he get some good
Oh,
time in? No, he does not. And Paris Renegades get this to 5-3.
yeah, the opportunity was there with the timing that he got, but having said that, Dahmer with the vision there and does take him out from that top grandma's area, and they get another one on the board. But having said that, it is going to be Sin City going back to the attacking side, which they have been so good at. So we'll see if they can close it out here and send us to a tied series.
Yeah, Sin City has not lost an offense this in this S&D. So, history repeats itself. They should come out with the round win here, but they're going to take it. They're going for this mid push, trying to get this middle control, trying to see if they can catch a player from Paris Renegades being aggressively pushing up towards mid, and they just decided just to just take their time. Take their time, play it a little bit slow as now they're starting to move up. Looking like they're going in favor towards this A side because they look like they got a little A control as a battle's going down between Air and Dahmers. Now Electric MC does get himself into a great spot on this top E5. He gets the kill on the Jet, but he gets traded instantly out by Air. Super Perp does get the kill on the Furry to make this and now Air gets the kill on the Maddie. So it's a 2v2, 2v1 now. At least Air against Dahmers and Super Perp for the win. Can he clutch this out? He does see Super Perp. He goes for the instant reach out. Super Perp wins that round, and now Paris Renegades have made this a 5-4 S&D round, Teach.
Yeah, they're creeping back into this, and don't look now, but Super Perp also heating up a little bit as well, which is not what you want to hear if you're a fan of Sin City. So we'll see if Paris can take another round and send us to a round 11. But on the other side, though, Air 12-6, really doing everything for his team. Couldn't close it out there, but we'll see what Super Perp can do. He's on a 4 spree. I would doubt that streaks come into play, but you never know here. As he's going to try to get a nice cheeky angle in the back of the map. Looks like Sin City not falling for it, though, and they're just going to stay in their positions and try not to peek and give anything away.
Yeah, there goes Electric MC. He did get some shots put down on him, but he gets away with 8 HP. But there goes Furry and Jeff with kills on Maddie and Dahmers and makes it a 42. Super Perp is there for the trade. He is currently on that 5 streak. So if he can try to win this, if he wins this round for his team, he will potentially have streaks. If he can clutch this up. So now for sure, if he clutches this up, he will have streaks for his team. But now we're gonna ask Super Perp to do one hard task, and that's the clutch of 1v3 against the Sin City Slayers.
And he's gonna get cut down right there with the player sitting in kitchen, and Sin City will win the map 6-4 and even up this series. I said before this map, Top Life, I feel like with how Paris can slay in the respawns, this is gonna be a must win for them in the search and destroy, and Sin City prevail
Now the
here in
competition
this
is a
map.
lot better, and here we are, Teach, into this Tuscan control. Let's get it.
Paris starting on this attacking side and no funny business. Just going over to that 8 point and already finding 2, make it 3, make it 4. So yeah, that is gonna answer some of our questions, at least off the rip in these respawns. And look at them already getting up the map. Electric MC causing a problem, and just gonna slow cap A now while you push up the map and cause an issue for this Sin City team. Obviously, not the start that they wanted, but plenty of time left in this. Already at a point though where you're gonna have to chuck this A point and now look over to B, which there's gonna be plenty of time for Paris. A minute, 2 minutes, and we'll say 15 seconds when they do eventually cap this. Get over to that B point.
Yeah, that was impressive. 27 to 22 is the life count, pushing over to this B site, which is a harder objective to capture. So, since these Slayers are going to have put all their eggs to try to defend this site, they got to watch out for the 2 players coming through this top search that very barely makes it out with his life. And it's just a stalemate. No kills are going by. Dahmers did just get a kill on Electric MC, just beamed him. But Air and Jeff just got 2 kills, and that just sends Paris Renegades back to the spawns.
Yeah, it's gonna be 3 and 4. Now you have a chance for your Sin City to push up the map, which again that can just be so crucial in control to just be annoying. That was superb. Gonna find that kill somehow on air, and that's gonna be 3 down. So on the flip side now, you can try to push up the map and get some pressure over to this point if you are Paris, which you're gonna get on this point. And I'm gonna say maybe try to stack this, but just getting in position as Fury does eventually find that kill. Dahmer takes that one. He's eventually traded. And that push from Paris will go out. Although Super Perp last remaining, they didn't spot him initially. He's gonna find one on air, and he'll eventually get taken down. So he will be a little bit staggered. And Poppy does find 2. So Sin City definitely stabilizing now and making sure that Paris didn't have too easy of a round.
Yeah, here we go. We got Maddie though making a play in the back for the Paris Renegades, trying to make sure he forced these spawns out, force these players from since these players to spawn out. Now he's in a great position to try to get any player trying to rotate through the backside. So that is a great start if you are Paris Renegade. Dahmer did get a kill on stairs. Can he get 2? No, he did get traded out by Fairy. That kill in the back has went down for the size of the Sin City Slayer. So Paris Renegade players now are getting sent back to the spawn, but you got Super Perp, who is on this ramp side, trying to make a play, trying to get onto the sill, waiting for his teammates to come through from the back. It's 10 to 11 in life, now 9 to 10 in life. But Electric MC and Dahmers just went big. Whoa, never mind Dahmers. But another team kill on to Electric MC. I don't know, Dahmers Electric MC may be going at it right now, but now it's a 7 to 9 life count. Time may have worked against them. It's going to be up to Electric MC. See if he can jump on his point. He does jump on with 1.1 seconds left, but he has to get the kill. He does not. And the first round goes in the favor of Sin City Slayers.
Yeah, not the ideal start from Sin City, but as I said, they were able to keep composure and they stopped that B progress. Also, a little bit of a silver lining there for Paris. I think it was Poppy on the 6th spree. He was killed before he can get that glide bomb, which we know in Tuscan control is so vital. So they're going to stop that, and now Sin City on the attacking side.
Yeah, now I mean that was a great play by Sin City. I don't think they let no ticks go at that B side. So it's only 3 segment disadvantage that they are behind. So all they need to do is worry about this A site and try to get 1 segment on that B site to put themselves in good position. But look at the first opening kills by Air and Fury to start this off. Now Poppy with the kill on a Super Perp. So that's 3 down in the favor for Sin City. So they can word to Gems, stack this A point, get this A site out of the way. As you can see, that since Paris Renegades, they have not sent the player, but this Electric MC player is now about to make a play. But there goes Fury to take him down. Was currently on a 5 streak. He's still on that 5 streak as he is streaking for the Sin City Slayers. And if you're Sin City Slayers right now, you're doing a great job on this offensive attack.
Yeah, now Fury's going to find a few in the row, and able to pick up that glide. So he'll have that in his back pocket. This has really been a great start, honestly, for Sin City. All things considered, they are still on this 8 point for the time being. A couple kills come in the way of Paris if they're continuing to find these kills, and then Jeff will find the kill on Maddie, so he will stay over by this 8 point before he is taken down. And in Paris, I mean, making it tough for them to capture this 8 point, definitely draining the lives a little bit, but after all that, that point will be captured. Now they have a minute and 53 seconds to get over to that B point.
Yeah, and Poppy, he was making a play. I just wish he just would have waited just a little bit longer for his teammates. But there is 4 down for the sides of Paris Renegades, sending these players for Sin City back to their spawns. You can see Super Perp being aggressive, trying to get up onto this Tuscan roof, trying to cut him off going into P5, and he does find one. Can he find two? He does find two before he finally gets traded out. Now here's Electric MC to take his spot, and the Paris Renegades are doing a great job. They cannot let one segment or tick go by. Another 3 down for the sides of Paris Renegades. 12-9 in lives is the lives for the Paris Renegades. And if you are these Sin City Slayers, you got to try to get some kills like you just did right now. Get 3 more kills. Try to wrap some kills together and get to this B site. Try to get this control. As you can see, they are getting closer to this B site, Teach.
You gotta watch that Electric MC. They take him down, though. This might be the opportunity. They can stack this point here. They are going to already get one tick of progress. That kill in the back was huge. Now Air, the glide bomb already being invested from Super Perp. And it does clear that point. But, I mean, if you're on the side of Sin City, that is an absolute win. You get that glide bomb out of their hands already, and you get that one tick over to that B zone. Only 5 lives left for the side of Paris, but only now 1 as Electric MC finds 2. So a 1v5 here from Jeff. Like I said, all things considered, that is not a bad round from Sin City. Paris will end up winning it, but silver linings there for Paris with that one tick. Excuse me, for Sin City with that one tick.
Yeah, man. If you're just like you said, man. Even though you lost the round, you won the round. If you think about it, you won the round. You got the one tick that sets you up for a defensive side right now, as you're currently leading the segment. As you're currently leading the segment battle. If you guys don't understand what we're talking about, the segments help you get that round 5 offense or defense. The team with the most segments do control defense. So right now on the defensive side is the most overpowered side. So you want to get defense, and right now the side controlling that is the Sin City Slayers.
They are, and Paris again with his opening kills in the round. We've seen that last round as well when they were on offense. So trying to make it easy for themselves on this 8 point. And Electric MC already causing problems in the back of the map in the spawn of Sin City, trying to find more, and does find another one on a Poppy before he's eventually traded out. So Paris again going to have the slow capture over to A and then try to push up the map to find kills and drain lives. Already 23 lives left. Make that 22 for Sin City. They are doing a very good job, Paris is, of draining these lives off the rip. You see getting on and off the point just to stall that time for a half a second, but he's eventually taken down. You do have some presence, though, if you're Paris. They're over to this B site. We'll see what they elect to do. Not hopping on the point yet, just trying to get some positioning, but it is going to be Sin City now. Getting that control back, and maybe a small missed opportunity there. But again, already 18 lives left for Sin City here in this round. They got to be careful with that.
Yeah, 23 now 18 as this B segment does get captured. As the B segment does get captured, I did see the play by Paris Renegade they're trying to make, but Dahmers just went absolutely crazy before he gets traded out by Air. So they're trying to get control. They got to watch out for Maddie. He is in church, probably now in top church, trying to make a play. Just tick down player 6, which is Air. And that is the top church control. If he could try to hold this, he got to win this battle, but he loses the battle. But Dahmers is there to get his trade. So there is B side control right now. You can see that players did jump on this B side temporarily, but they did get taken down. It was a great play by Paris Renegades, but now all players are forced back to the spawns to try it again. They still have time in their favor. It's a minute and 5 left on the clock. 16-13 now are the lives. They just got to do one more push, get themselves into those power positions. Getting themselves into those positions like plat control and radio control, and then they can jump on this B site.
Yeah, and they do want to speed this up just a little bit because again, only 10 lives left for the side of Sin City. So I mean, yeah, I mean, here you go. Now you're getting an advantage where you can really drain these lives with 40 seconds left. Obviously, need to get on the point at some point, but Dahmer's in the back of the map trying to cause some trouble here for Sin City, but Sin City prevailing pretty well here. Last player is Maddie, who's going to get, excuse me, now last player Maddie, just still staying in this top radio area, but his team has to get here quickly. Only 6 lives left, but that clock is draining. One more push here from Paris.
Yeah, they have one last push, and they gotta get on this point soon. They gotta touch the point, but there goes Jeff to take the closest Paris Renegade player to this B site. But this P5 Path Control is coming out. It's gonna be Matt versus Patty. Poppy. Matt does get that kill. Now it's 5-4. There's no more lives. I think that may be. It's gonna be all up to Electric MC, but he gets taken down by Fairy. And Sin City Slayers did a great job on that defense, not allowing one B segment to go by. And they look like they should have a favorable advantage if they can get to this round 5.
Yeah, I think there's a couple missed opportunities there for Paris where they got the kills and just needed to get on point on that B point and just wasn't able to. I mean, there was a couple times early in that round where they got a few down at that A side, like 3-4 down, and had presence at that B zone, just did not elect to cap it. And now if you're on the side of Sin City, the priority here is just making sure you capture A, so you can get that defense in round 5. That is priority number 1, and they are gonna go over to that site and not mess around here, as they will try to lock it in.
Yeah, they are attacking right now. They got 2 players getting closer to this A site, looking like they're having this A presence. But look at this power. Look at the kill feed just lit up all white for the size of Paris Renegades as they force this B, as it forces this roof side side spawn of these Paris City Slayers, and the kill feed is still lighting up all white for the size of Paris Renegades. They have woken up. They're saying that these guys have gotten too many segments on us. Now it's time just to dominate. There is a presence over here. Super Perp, he is closer to this A site. Now he's going for the instant chow to try to get these players off the site, but he gets taken down by air. Dahmer's, he gets the cure on the air. Poppy, he is here try to stop this clock. It's 24-15 are the lives for the Paris Renegades, and they I don't think they want to give up this A site, but it looks like they may have to if a couple kills keep going in the favor for Sin City Slayer.
No, but they're getting the kills right now, and only 11 lives left already. This is worst case scenario right now for Sin City, because Paris got in their spawn and we're spawn trapping them. Like I said, it can happen in this map, and you're in a situation where you haven't captured A completely. You could lose the round 5 defense. You're only 10 lives left. Fury trying to make a play to relieve some of that pressure, but he's also going to get cut down, and this is not good right now for the Sin City Slayers. They have to get over to that 8 point, but only 7 lives left. What a commanding round right here from the Paris Renegades. They're going to try to steal this round 5 defense from them. Maybe one more try to get onto this A point, but it is going to be shut down, and Paris hold the line and we'll get that round 5 defense.
Whoa. Whoa. That is impressive. I wasn't even thinking like that, Tej, until you just mentioned it. Yeah, they could just have stolen that. And that is exactly what they did to get themselves on this round 5 defense. And if you are Sin City Slayers, you might just be shaking a little bit with your controller in your hand.
Yeah, and they just pushed it into another gear there. By the way, Super Perp is having like the greatest series I've ever seen on stream. He's 35-18 again. This guy is absolutely frying. He's gonna finish with like a 5 KD at this point, but for the time being, Sin City will elect to get onto this A point, and they start as well. No lives lost, and they've already taken down 5 Paris players, so obviously a tough round there, and oh, I thought Fury got that kill. He's gonna get taken down. Tough round 4 there, but can't let that bother you. You have to come back here on this round 5 and try to get the offensive win here. They already got that 8 point now. Plenty of time to go over to B, and lives in their favor at the moment.
26-22 is the life count for Sin City Slayers. So if they could just get it a couple, keep the lives like this, it should be in their advantage, because all they got to do is get this B site or get the kills to go in their favor. And that's what they're looking for as Air just got a nice kill onto Dahmers to make this a 19-24 life lead. Poppy, he now has jumped into this hill with Jeff. So they got two players on the hill. Can Jeff get Electric MC? Can he find him? No, he cannot. That's 3 kills. It for the side of the Paris Renegades, sending these players for Sin City back to their spawns, back
Oh,
to regroup, back to rethink the plan of getting to this B site.
yeah, and Paris did a good job of kind of evening up these lives after a tough start, but they are back even for the time being. As Poppy will find the wall bang on that window, and again, just a chance. I mean, if you got, since for the side of Sin City, you have Jeff in the back of the map, but the problem is if you can't move up when you have Dahmers in the back. I thought he took down that last player. You have the presence in the back, but if you can't get your other players up the map, it does not matter. Jeff also now going to get a taken down, so it's a tough situation right now for Sin City, as they just need to get one or a couple of good group pushes in, which they have not been able to do yet. Although, here we go. Also, remember that Fury still has this glide bomb. When the opportunity presents itself, he will definitely be using it, as the players will go down. Sin City stopped again. 44 seconds left.
40 seconds left now on the clock. 11-11 are the lives that we see on the top of the screen right underneath the clock. 30 seconds left is all Sin City has to try to get to this point. This a Super Perp and Electric MC did just get 2 kills to make it there, to make it difficult. Maddie just got another one. Can he get? No, he cannot find Air. That would have been a big kill. Now Sin City, they got 17 seconds left. They have to go, and they have to go now. There goes the glide bomb being invested. It does not hit anything. It did not get clearances. 8 seconds left. Can player 6 make it to this B site? He does currently make it to this B site. 7-5 in lives, but Maddie chops him down. Now it's up to Fury. Can he hold the line long enough to let his teammates get here? No, he gets chopped down, and that should be Paris Renegade taking this control on Tuscan 3-2 and Teach. They won this control round.
Yeah, I mean, their round 4 really set it up, right? Like, they stop them to get that round 5 defense, which we know, I mean, how, the advantage that you have. And God, dude.
And I think that his team deserves to win this.
Yes, we are loading into this Bocage and already starting off with the first kill of the game. I will say, if you're on the side of Sin City, you have to do what you did in the first part of that hard point, which is really win that rotation battle. I know it's not as big on Bocage, but I mean, if you're gonna have a problem with slaying, you have to win these rotations right now. It already looks like they're making an effort to do that, as you're gonna see Fury in the back of the map trying to flip those spawns. Not much happening right now in P1 again, obviously just vying for position at this point, and unfortunately for Fury, it is going to be Paris still spawning on that P2 side of the map, so his efforts will go for naught, but we'll see if they can flip it again. Right now, Paris holding those spawns for P2 and are on the point as well.
Yeah, they got impressive 12 seconds on this P1. Now they still have rotations for this P2 because that's the most important for a Bocage. But it looks like the spawns may have flipped just a little bit. As you can see, Paris Sin City Slayers are spawning in that lakeside, so spawns now have flipped. So Sin City Slayers have did a great job of getting control of the spawns. Now they got to win these battles on the hill, and there goes the 3 kills that Sin City needed to win the kills on the hill. They got to watch out for Maddie making a play through this barn side, but he gets taken down. Super Perp does find a nice 2 kills to clear the hill. There goes Dahmers. Now you got Fury, last man alive for his team back here, waiting for the rest of his squad to turn up, and he does get a nice 2, and that is a great job to let his team catch up.
They are going to get splits, though, which is going to help them out. You had 2 players spawning at the bottom of the map and then 2 players spawning behind Grandma, so it allows them to break the point. Does Sin City. They're going to be on it as well, and now you're already looking for those rotations over to that P3 side. You see Sin City is set up for it currently. Again, I think a key for them to win this is those rotations. Holding it down right now is this P3 hill pops.
Yeah, and as this P3 is getting ready to pop Sin City Slayers, they do have players onto this hill Furry is making sure he watches the back, not trying to let those spawns flip just so early. But they got to watch out for Electric MC, who's trying to make his way through the back, trying to secure those spawns. But he does get taken down. 33-34 is the score line for this bowl cage. The spawns still are in the favor for Sin City, but no team currently wants to collect the objective time.
Yeah, I was gonna say one thing about this P3 is it's nice to win the rotations, but then you can also get caught in that spawn trap. And again, it is gonna be Jeff already thinking about those P4 spawns and moving out to spawn Paris behind that hill. So I gotta say, I mean, Sin City is doing all the fundamental things right on this map right now, just not working out. I mean, not it's a tie game at this point, so not terrible, but they're doing all the things right now. If they can continue to do this, it'll give them the best chance of winning for sure. And they're going to have the spawns for now as Paris will try to find a way into this P4.
Yeah, you gotta remember for Sin City Slayers, man, we go back to that first Barland hardpoint. They were playing lights out for the first two set of rotations, just like they're doing now. So if they could just make sure they finish this bow cage, we could see a different story. But they're starting off now. Barnhill, first 30 seconds are in their favor. Air is currently the one on the hill collecting that time before he finally gets taken down. But there goes Furry and Jeff with 2 more kills. They're trying to break back into this hill. They are back into this hill now. The hill is contested by both teams, 67-53 score line. Which team is going to get the advantage? Super Purpose waiting for his team. Sin City Slayers, they're waiting for their squad. Super
Oh my
Purpose just
God.
pre-firing downhill, and it looks like Sin City Slayers may have came out with the advantage, but Electric MC, he's there. So this P4 is really the score line didn't really change much.
Yeah, and for the first time in this one, Paris is going to have oh no, player 8 spawn in the back. I cannot believe that Dahmer is not going to recognize this, but player 8 spawned in the back. I was going to say, for the first time, they've won the rotation, but Vanguard and Bocage and now it's going to be Sin City with the spawns in the back. That just threw me for a loop, but Paris is holding on right now pretty well in the slang, at least, around the hill. No team's collecting the time at the moment, but it is going to be Sin City maybe getting a chance now. But yeah, what a spawn there. As it now looks like Paris is going to be spawning all the way over at 10. So this is a really good opportunity right now for Sin City to collect some valuable time here.
Yeah, they need to collect this time to keep growing their lead because the slang from Paris Renegade couldn't turn up at any minute. So you want to try to stretch your lead as far as you can. There goes Jeff, finding Electric MC jumping down from the mid cut. So as his P1 jumps off, spawns look like they're going to be in the favor for the Paris Renegades. But these Insane Slayer players, it's a 98-58 point game as his new set of rotations start off. And if you're Sin City Slayers, you're doing a great job through that first set of rotations.
Yeah, and this is where this is a similar story to last time, right? Like they played really well in the first half of the game, and in the second half, they kind of got fried. So we'll see if they can maintain what they're doing here on this Bocage. Again, I like what I'm seeing so far, though, from them. Just got to keep it up through the map. They are collecting some P1 time. It is Paris with those spawns for P2. You're gonna look for a Sin City player at some point to flip this. Poppy finally finds that trade on the Super Perp, who already has 20 kills in this Bocage hardpoint. Not a surprise there. And again, it is Paris holding those spawns for now at the P2 side. But as I say that, it is going to be Sin City spawning on the riverside.
Yeah, man. 2 players have made their way to the back of this lakeside. They're starting to get into the power positions to control this P2 hill. Super Perp, he just gets taken down by Jeff. Jeff did get a kill on the Dahmers as well. Electric MC gets a kill on the Poppy, but there goes Furry with the kill on the Maddie, and there is Sin City with control of this hill. I think they're not looking the right way. Driver 5 has to turn around, but he does not, and he gets taken down. There is Paris Renegades onto this hill with 35 seconds to go. If they can hold this, you can see them getting the score a little closer. But if you are these Sin City Slayers, you have you need to try to flip these spawns so you can get in a position for a P3.
I mean, they're doing a good job, is Paris, to not give Sin City the most of this time, which, I mean, Sin City has had the spawns for a good chunk of this hill. But, I mean, Super Perp, again, with 2 in the feed, and this is going to allow Paris to collect the rest of the scrap time. And they said that Air takes down the player, so the 6 seconds will go to the wayside, but there's going to be Air now trying to get up the map and make the plays in Air with the pistol. gets the kills, and those spawns will not flip in favor of Sin City. It is going to be Paris still spawning on that side of the map. And now they're going to have to find a way into this P3.
Yeah, it's 140 to 93 is the score line. Paris do have, Sin City has control of this hill as these players are trying to fight in from the front. There's not going into their favor. Sin City Slayers is still holding down this hill. Matty tried to make the jump, but he did not make it in. He's contesting from his front door, just waiting for his team to get there, but he gets taken down. Sin City Slayers, they're starting to grow their lead even further, making this P3 a money hill, but then there goes 3 down for Paris Renegade to break in, and they're trying to get the rest of the scrap time. If you are Sin City Slayers, you want to try to rotate to this next hill, and they are rotated for this barn hill. As you can see, Air trying to get the rest of that scrap time. Sin City Slayers 150 to 158 to 104 is the score line as this barn hill pops off. And last time we seen it, it was a very contested hill, but right now, Sin City Slayers have control.
Maddie trying to flip those spawns, but is not going to plan as those players are still spawning in the back. So, I mean, Paris in a kind of a weird spot right now. Electric MC going to get taken down as well, and they are all going to be spawning out. Last player is Dom. She's going to get taken down. Maddie get taken down as well. This is the spot in the game that is going to be huge. Sin City can really pull away here. If you're Paris, you got to find that gear that I keep talking about that I know they have. They can really turn it up, but they need to do it now as this game is starting to slip away. You know how hard it is to come back on Bocage, and you're going to also see, again, Poppy now for Sin City, flipping those spawns for P5. This has been a clinical game from Sin City.
Yes, Sin City are trying to force a game 5. They do not want to go out here on this boat cage. They want to see a game 5. So that is what they're doing. They are in rotation for this P5. They got to set up. They are starting to get this hard point time. If they can stay on it, they will get close to that 200 point mark. It's going to be Maddie versus Poppy. Poppy takes down Divers. Can he get 2? No, he cannot get 2. Maddie does get traded out, but Ferry is there for the trade. 3 just went in the favor for the Sin City Slayers. This is a great job by them to hold down this P5. They know the attack is probably going to be coming from this grandma side, so they're trying to get aggressive, but there goes Super Purple Electric MC getting the kills that they need to get this team off the hill, to stop them right at the 199 point mark. And if you're a Paris Renegade, you got to try to play perfect hard point if you're going to want to win this game.
Yeah, and as I said, it is so hard, right, to come back on Bocage hard point, but is this the moment? They start to get a little bit of momentum here. Does Paris getting some time as well, and you just start to see the kill feed was going white for a moment. Is this the moment where they turn around? Electric MC have like the last 30 seconds it looked like he had like 8 or 9 kills, it feels like. So we'll see if they can pull it back, but they have so much work to do. And by the way, only 39 seconds on the clock, so they're gonna have to really pull off a miracle here if they want excuse me, if they want to win this map.
Yeah, man, 30 seconds now on the game clock. If you guys look at the top of the screen, is rolling down. As soon as the team is not on this objective or there is a contestant, that clock would run, and it is in the favor of the Sin City Slayers right now, as kills are just going back and forth. You can't really tell. You see Sin City Slayers are just doing a great job of just not touching the hill, and not touching the hill, of not letting any team touch the hill. It's only 8 seconds left to go onto the game clock before we finally get a test by the Paris Renegades. But there goes 2 kills by Sin City to stop that. 1.9 left on the game clock. That should be it. Sin City Slayers have forced a game 5.
They played that as really as well as you could. They really did. It felt like they won all but one rotation. They outslayed them that map, and oh, that is just a nice bounce back on Bocage. And now you go into a search, which you won the map 2 search.
We give you guys Diamond, and Hit is brought you guys all the way to a game 5 as we looking at the sides of Paris Renegades, who are starting off on this offensive side, but to no avail. Poppy and Air start off with the first 2 kills.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice start from them, and already in the life advantage right off the rip. So we'll see what they can do. I mean, a big point on Tuscan always is the first. I mean, any search and destroy, but I feel like Tuscan, if you can win the first blood battle, it is going to be huge. And that's a nice start there from Sin City. Now the bomb in the hands of Super Perp, just kind of sitting in that top fire area, making sure he's not going to get flanked, and now going to get with his teammate in Electric MC, and we'll see where the push comes in. But This is a nice little setup right now from Sin City.
Yeah, you got Super Perp and Electric MC, probably the two best players on this Paris Renegades team. So if you are a Paris Renegade and Paris Renegade, you are happy with the two players that you have left up to try to win this opening round of Search and Destroy on Tuscan. Look like they're going to be aggressive, pushing through, making their way to the B site. It may be read by Air as he tries to double back to the A site. Air is here. Super Perp is putting the bomb down. Electric MC finds Air to make this a 2v2. Oh, Electric MC barely almost gets away with his life. I mean, Super Perp barely gets away with his life, but Jeff finds him, and now it's 1v2. Electric MC versus Jeff and Fury.
Oh, the timing not there. Timing not there. Electric MC is gonna be able to get away. This is gonna allow Sin City to group up though and try to make that play. They're gonna look for him through the back of the map, but he's up Adam Church. He's gonna catch Jeff. He's gonna catch him defusing. Now trying to get out of his life, and Fury gets the kill. I thought for a second Electric MC was gonna turn and burn on him. That nicely worked there from Sin City on the retake, and they'll take the first round.
Yes, Sin City, man, they started off with those first two kills. Electric MC and Super Perp did make things interesting, but the round went how it was supposed to go towards the end, as Fury does get that last kill and the defuse for his team. And since these Slayers, man, they started off with that first opening S&D, looking good here, and they won a defense, which was which they only won one of earlier. So them winning the defense, let's see how their offense is on this Tuscan, and they could just come away with this offense. We could be looking at a very dominant Sin City Slayer performance.
This is going to be a big gunfight. I don't know if you're already seeing him at the bottom of the map. He's going to get killed. That's going to be bombed down when all of your other teammates are on the other side of the map. Now, I don't know if they're going to know this on Paris, but they're getting the kills regardless. It is going to be a 3v2 life event for them. Make it 3v1, excuse me. And now Air lets the lives us pick up that bomb, but he's going to get spotted on the cross. And it is only a matter of time before he gets hunted down, which he does. And that is a clinical round from Paris as they even it up.
Yep. Two defenses back to back took the cake on this Tuscan. That was good. Electric MC was on the chase. Electric MC did see him. So he was chasing behind him, and Paris Renegade to tie this up 1-1, making this game 5 interesting, not going down without a fight. Look at Electric MC though. 4-1, currently on a 2 streak. He is gonna be that guy. It's gonna be the game changer for his team. And look at Paris Renegade. They said we don't want the bomb. Oh wait, let's go back and get it. As now they're setting up with a couple players through mid, and they're trying to get backwards. Like Maddie barely gets through his P1 side, but now he's putting shots down to Jeff. Let's see if he can get this kill. He's just putting shots down. The trade did come by Poppy. I saw it getting ready to form, and there goes a 4-3 life advantage for Sin City Slayers.
Let's see if they read this. Sin City, Electric MC getting behind them, and he's gonna find one, but he's gonna get traded out. That's a nice little read there from Sin City. Superb, the last alive in Sin City with another very dominant round here defensively. So, yeah, we've seen the offenses kind of dominating in the Bocage, but it is gonna be the defenses so far with the advantage in this one. And again, a nice little read there. You had the Parish players going through the middle of the map and bottom church to get on the flank and kind of using Maddie as a distraction with that gunfight in field. But the read was there from Sin City, and they made that one look pretty easy in the end.
Yeah, now since these Slayers have did their own not taking the bomb strategy, they're trying to get some kills. Super Prep does start off with a nice first blood on the Jeff. Now we can see Fury picking up the bomb, trying to see which way they're gonna go, but they gotta watch out for player 3. As you can see, who is pushed up in some good position. He does get that kill, and now it's a 4-2 advantage. That is bomb down. League Electric MC probably know the bomb is down here, so he is gonna camp this out. Make the call out to his team, make these players try to get in. Poppy does take out Electric MC for getting just a little too aggressive. Both of these players, they both camped up back up into this P3 like fire stair side, and you can see that the 3 players from Paris Renegades are just being patient.
Yeah, kind of Electric MC a little bit uncharacteristic. I mean, he's 6-3, he's feeling himself, but does give his life away sort of for free there. Still have the life advantage if you're on Paris, and Dahmer's gonna find the gunfight, and that's a huge gunfight in the middle of the map. Because if you lose that, this round becomes very interesting. But they find the kills on Paris and have that info that bomb was down and did a good job. Again, defensively, heavy winning map so far. So we'll see if that continues forward. But really on both sides, just some sound and control to search and destroy again, which we love to see.
Yeah, we are starting off this round 5 of this SND with Paris Renegades on the offensive side. Let's see if they can try to get an offensive side to try to get a little bit of momentum as they're going for the 3 through mid push, getting that mid control. Looking like they have full mid control as Hunter MC has now pushed in, and Maddie did get the first kill on to air. Now they have church. Now Paris Renegades, they do have control of this church control with the life advantage, but Poppy just made it a 3-3, even it out. Now and the bomb has
Wow.
went down by this A site.
Yeah, this is a nice regain here from the side of Sin City. Is now Super Purple left in a 1v3. Bomb is down as well, and I think Sin City know this. They're in the area for finding one, and then the reach out
Oh,
there. Oh my goodness. Sin City, get out of it unscathed. But Super Perp making it interesting. The guy has one of the best gunnies in the entire CRL, and he's shown it tonight, not able to do it there. And Sin City take the lead once again.
yeah, man, Super Perps alive, 1v3. We all have a feeling that he can potentially clutch it up. So, we get excited for it. But then that's how, that just goes off to him being just such of a great player that he is. But since these players now are on this attacking side, sending a couple players through mid, throwing nades over this building, trying to see if they can get any trying to see if they can get any try to hits, any try to kills on the way. But there goes Super Perp.
Oh,
Don't have a win. Can he get two? Can he get
oh
two? No,
my
he
God.
cannot get two. But Electric MC does get a kill in the air, and it is a 2-2 still.
Thought Super Perp was going to get that second kill, and I was going to lose my mind, but he does not. It is going to be a 2v2, though, as you said, and it is going to be the presence from Sin City that they have at this. I think there might be a hunch that they are coming from behind, and then Reed may be coming in here from Sin City, which it is. Poppy finds one. Now Maddie left in a 1v2, and he's going to be in trouble. He's going to try to get away with life. Maddie kind of having a tough night so far, but if he can clutch this up, this would be a huge round for his team. Another rotation from Sin City potentially coming in. We'll see. Maybe not, as they will continue to stick to this A side of the map, and it looks like they will try to get this bomb down now with 23 seconds left. Maddie might get this timing. He sees him on bomb, trying to get the shots off, cannot get it though, and he is taken down. Sin City go up 4-2, and now the swing round is inbound.
Yeah, this is almost deja vu. What we saw earlier, the Sin City getting up, getting that 4-2 advantage, giving themselves that cushion that you needed, that you need, that you need to try to win this search and destroy because rounds are going back and forth. So Paris Renegades on this offensive side, are they going to be able to try to swing that pendulum back on their side, or we keep seeing Sin City Slayer dominate on this defense?
It's a similar push that we've seen before through this field side, as Air will find the first on Dahmers. Now, if you're Paris, you got to try to find some nade kills on the field. It looks like they tried to coordinate that, but nothing coming out of that. Now, Air gonna find a few, and Poppy finds the last, and Sin City finding all four in the round, and they go to series point. This would be a statement win in week 1 of the Diamond season.
Yes, man. They've been wanting to get into Diamond. They feel like they deserve their ticket. And here they are in a game 5 against the defending the champions of the CRL last season, getting ready to try on match point right here on this offensive side, trying to win them their first game of this summer season.
Oh, Dahmers gets aggressive, does find one. Had a chance for more, but again, it is just Sin City finding these kills. Electric MC with a big one, though, on the air. Now we go to a 2v2, and both these players on the side of Paris are going to be flanking around the roof side, but then on the side of Sin City, excuse me, they're going to be pushing the spawn of Paris, trying to get this down in the B bomb, and they are going to get this down. So now pressure goes over to Paris.
Yeah, you like the side that where Sin Cities are. You see he's getting into this little Celium spot. I like to call it Celium spot. I saw Cell there this weekend, and it was a great spot. And the Electric MC now. Let's see if he gets some time in. He just missed the
Oh
timing.
wait, that was his own
Now
teammate. I'm an idiot. He is his own teammate. My bad.
every now they are getting closer to this B site, but there goes Fury into that spot. That spot is OP because you know it is if Celium holds it down. And
Wow.
there goes Sin City Slayers winning this round 5, 6-2 to open up to open up this season 1-0 in the Diamond Division.
I gotta say, Top Life. I mean, I know this team has talent. I've seen them. I've streamed them a bunch over this Vanguard